it comes to domestic disinformation over the past few hours, there's been plenty of sources, particularly in key swing states, Pennsylvania being just one of those. We saw these posts being shared very early on using the hashtag #StopTheSteal. That hashtag making the unfounded claim that Democrats are trying to so-called steal the election. You can see this particular tweet urging people to share that hashtag, making the claim that there was a major fraud ongoing. Now, we reached out to Twitter for a statement on that, and they said that they've been flagging posts that violated their guidelines for misinformation, including this one, making the claim that election officials were blocking observation of absentee ballot processing in the state. You can see the local county then had to reiterate a statement there saying that there was no blocking and there was no one who had reported any such claims of that. But that claim that then began to become amplified by some of the biggest accounts on social media. James Woods, he has over 1 million followers. He made the claim that there was fraud or electioneering, illegal electioneering near polling places, particularly in Pennsylvania. We then had Donald Trump Jr. making this claim on social media: the steal is on, referring to that now widely spread and baseless claim that can be very, very dangerous. It shouldn't be surprising when we know that the US President Donald Trump himself released this tweet that was labelled by Twitter on the 3rd of November, criticising the Supreme Court decision with regards to voting in Pennsylvania, allowing the counting of votes after November 3rd. He said here it would allow rampant and unchecked cheating when it comes to that system. Again, that is baseless. But all of this can be very concerning for a number of reasons, particularly when it comes to Pennsylvania, which is now a hotspot for misinformation this morning. We know that Pennsylvania is a key swing state. We also know that we don't have any results yet, confirmed final results yet for Pennsylvania, and that might take some time. We know that there's an estimated 50% of votes there are mail-in votes, and the state said that they will consider it over once all of those have reached in, and it will be up until November 6th. It could take time for that state to have a final call. We have some disinformation experts on social media warning about all of this. This is Kate Starbird. She's an associate professor at the University of Washington. She said to remind people here that many experts predicted that the results would be uncertain on election night. She said none of this is evidence of any fraud if there's a shift in votes. If there's any shifts in votes or any shifts in results, this is not evidence of fraud. She said once again, during this period of uncertainty in the next few days, we're going to be especially vulnerable to disinformation meant to sow confusion or sow doubt. Don't fall for it, she said. The Election Integrity Partnership, that is a partnership of organisations that aims to withhold integrity of elections, trying to counter misinformation. They said this: even the best polls and forecasts can be fallible. Look for public officials, not for armchair data scientists on Twitter. So be wary of all this kind of misinformation. We have spotted that Pennsylvania has become a hotspot for misinformation. It could take a while for their final results to come in, so be wary of sharing any of these unfounded claims on social media.